The year is 2524. Humanity, no longer divided by the petty squabbles of nation or creed, exists as one. We are a single entity, our minds woven together by a technological marvel known as the mesh. Imagine a world where thought is instantaneous, where knowledge is shared, where isolation is a distant memory. This is our reality, a utopia built upon the foundation of interconnectedness. Within the mesh, we are all equal nodes in a vast network. We share our joys, our sorrows, our very dreams. Yet, even in this paradise of our own making, there are shadows lurking beneath the surface. The same technology that unites us also has the potential to tear us apart. For within the depths of our shared consciousness lies a Pandora's box of memories waiting to be unlocked. The human genome, once a mystery, has been mapped and decoded. We have unraveled the secrets of DNA, manipulating its very building blocks to cure diseases, enhance our abilities, and even defy death itself. But our thirst for knowledge knows no bounds. Driven by an insatiable curiosity, our scientists delved deeper, seeking to unlock the secrets buried within our very genetic code. What they discovered would shake the foundations of our society and plunge us into a conflict unlike any we had ever known. For within the double helix, they found more than just the blueprints for life. They found the echoes of our ancestors, their memories, their triumphs, and their sins passed down through the generations like ghostly whispers. The discovery of genetic memory, as it came to be known, sent shockwaves through the mesh. Here, embedded within our very being, was the history of our species, a vast repository of experiences waiting to be accessed. Imagine reliving the lives of your ancestors, experiencing their joys and sorrows, their loves and their losses, as if they were your own. This was the promise and the peril of genetic memory. At first, there was a sense of wonder, a collective gasp of astonishment at the sheer scale of what we had uncovered. Here at our fingertips was the key to understanding who we were, where we came from, and what it truly meant to be human. History, no longer confined to dusty textbooks and fragmented accounts, was now alive within us, a vibrant tapestry woven into the fabric of our being. But as we delved deeper into the wellspring of our shared past, a darker truth began to emerge. The history of humanity, it turned out, was not a tale of unalloyed progress and enlightenment. It was a chronicle of violence, of oppression, of countless acts of cruelty and injustice inflicted by one group upon another. The sins of the fathers, it seemed, were not so easily forgotten. With each unlocked memory, old wounds were reopened, ancient grievances resurrected. The lines that had once separated us, race, religion, nationality, blurred and faded in the face of our shared history, only to be replaced by new divisions drawn along the fault lines of ancestral suffering and ancestral guilt. The unity we had so carefully constructed began to crumble, threatening to plunge us into an abyss of our own making. The emergence of genetic memory did not affect everyone equally. For some, it was a source of pride, a validation of their heritage and a testament to the struggles and triumphs of their ancestors. Others, however, were burdened with the sins of their forebears, forced to carry the weight of past atrocities in their very blood. Imagine bearing the guilt of your ancestors' crimes, feeling the pain of their victims as if it were your own. This was the heavy mantle thrust upon a significant portion of our society. As these ancestral memories surfaced, so too did the long-dormant resentments and prejudices of the past. The mesh, once a conduit for unity and understanding, became a breeding ground for suspicion, anger, and hatred. The very technology that had brought us together now threatened to tear us apart, transforming our shared consciousness into a battleground for the ghosts of history. Groups began to form, united by shared experiences of historical victimhood, or conversely, by a sense of inherited guilt and a yearning for atonement. The lines were drawn not along geographical borders or ideological divides, but through the very fabric of our being, separating families, friends, even lovers. The world as we knew it, the utopia we had so painstakingly built, began to unravel at the seams. The seeds of discord sown in the fertile ground of our shared past quickly blossomed into open conflict. It began with words, heated exchanges within the mesh that quickly escalated into vitriolic accusations and threats. But words soon gave way to actions, as the virtual battleground spilled over into the real world. The conflict, when it finally erupted, was swift and brutal. It was a war unlike any other, fought not with tanks and missiles, but with the very fabric of our being. Imagine a weapon that could rewrite your memories, that could turn your own past against you, that could make you relive the worst moments of your ancestors' lives. This was the terrifying reality of the genetic war. Those who had suffered the most at the hands of history, fueled by the righteous anger of their ancestors, lashed out with the fury of a cornered animal. They hacked into the mesh, manipulating its intricate web of connections to unleash torrents of pain and suffering upon their perceived oppressors. Those who bore the weight of ancestral guilt found themselves under siege, their minds bombarded by the echoes of past atrocities. The world descended into chaos. The carefully constructed order of our society crumbled, replaced by a maelstrom of fear, hatred, and violence. The mesh, once a source of unity and enlightenment, became a weapon of war, its vast network of connections twisted and corrupted to serve the agendas of the warring factions. Yet, even in the midst of this chaos, a glimmer of hope emerged. A small group of individuals, horrified by the carnage and the unraveling of all they had held dear, banded together to find a way to end the conflict. They understood that the roots of the war lay not in the present, but in the past. To heal the wounds of the present, they would need to travel back in time and confront the ghosts of history head-on.